everyone, my name is Reyalyn Villegas and I am the Chief Government Relations Officer here at LBSU. The February plenary meeting took place at San Francisco State University. Here are some highlights from the meeting. In the University Affairs Committee meeting, public comments from students called for ASIs across the 23 CSU campuses to have funding for student at-larges to attend CSSA plenary meetings. Several amendments were also made on the resolution regarding student of color safety and justice for Josiah. This resolution calls for continued research into safety of students of color across the CSU. In addition, it calls for increased accountability of CSU administration for the safety of students on and off campuses. The following resolutions have been passed as well. CSSA's Say on Pay resolution resolves that the CSSA rejects the future executive salary raises not on the basis of dollar amount of the raise and its proportion to the overall salary budget. Resolution for transparency and shared governance in the selection of new CSU presidents, in which CSSA calls for the return to the practice of an open and transparent selection process to include public announcement of the finalists and scheduling campus visits in presidential searches. The Legislative Affairs Committee voted on the following legislations. Support AB 13, Higher Education Facilities Bond Act of 2018, which will allow the use of $7 billion to build more student housing, address the massive backlog of deferred maintenance, and possibly open up a new CSU. Support SB 14, Higher Education Facilities Bond Act of 2018, which would authorize the issuance of an amount that will not exceed $8 billion to alleviate the backlog of infrastructure maintenance. Support AB 140, California Kickstart My Future Loan Forgiveness Program, which will provide student loan forgiveness awards to eligible applicants for up to 24 months after graduation. Support AB 532, Parking Bill, which in 3 years after being enacted, equitable prices for parking permits in all CSU campuses would be available. Support Student Athlete Bill of Rights. This would require higher institutions to provide athletic scholarships and provide an equivalent scholarship to students who do not have their contract renewed. Continue co-sponsoring Rapid Rehousing Bill. This would take an already existing best practice in the field of homelessness and tailor it to higher educational institutions. And lastly, support AB 540, Competitive COG Grant Access. This would ensure that all forms of state-based financial aid in California are made equally available to students. President Jara, Vice President Almaty, Lobby Corps selected LBSU students and I will be participating at California Higher Education Student Summit, also known as CHES, this March 10th through 11th at Sacramento. We will be meeting with various state legislators to discuss funding for all higher education segments and basic needs. Our main advocacy point is to redesign the California financial aid system to link the maximum aid to total cost of attendance rather than tuition. Thank you for tuning in to this month's CSSA Recap. Our next meeting will be in March at Sacramento. Remember, for everything student government, keep it here at Beach Buzz. And as always, go Beach!